Hey everyone, welcome back to Codes of An channel. So in this video, we are going to build the video calling app in React Native. That too, we are going to complete everything in a single video only. And without wasting time, let's start the video. If you see here right now, just simply create a React Native project, basic project. If you create a React Native project, this is the thing you will get. Basically, see, I have an app.tsx, everything. This is by default code. I haven't done anything. So first thing, let's discuss like how can we implement video calling functionality. Is there any package or library are we going to use? Means yes, we are going to take help of one library which is like cool and easy, no much complication, nothing, and we can use the trial version only. No need to pay anything or no need to add any debit, nothing like that, cards and all. So let me show you guys. Before jumping into that, let me explain you what. So this is the library which we are going to take help of. This is the ZegoCloud library. So simply all you have to do is like just open any browser and search ZegoCloud. This is the website which you will find out. So let me explain you guys, is it safe or not and how exactly work, do we need to add anything or like that. Let me explain you. Basically ZegoCloud is the world's leading real-time audio and video cloud service providers which has like 21 years of industry experience. That was pretty much cool. And these are the businesses which they are already using this service, ZegoCloud service. And if you scroll down below, it's like easy process. They have already pre-built UI kits where you can easily, no need to build any UIs, you can simply use their services. Now if you want to use your custom UI and if you want to implement, they are providing SDKs as well, which is pretty much cool. And this is for developers, it's like easy friendly, and this is for business purposes, and you can go and play around. They are providing lot of more options like one call kit, group call kit, video conference, live streaming, calling things. Like if you want to implement any video calling thing or like calling audio calls, these things and all, you can easily go with this. And all you have to do is like just go through this, you will get a proper idea services which they are all providing and what's the use and all things. Okay, so first thing what we have to do is like let's create an account first. And one more thing, no need to add any credit card, anything to this. Like all you have to do is like just simply create an account, and that's it, no need to add. They are providing some 10,000 free minutes, so which is pretty much good to use, and you can play around with this times. Okay, this much time we can use it. And yeah, so let's do that. So I have already created my account, so all you have to do is like just simply create your account by filling these details. Okay, and it will ask you the email verification also. Once you're done, you can directly navigate to the dashboard. Let me log in first and I'll show you the dashboard how exactly it looks. Okay, so once you create your account successfully, you can able to see the dashboard. You can ignore this, I just created this account just to trial around. So all for you guys it will show you like this only, create your project, and these are the bill amounts, everything you can able to see. So let me do one thing quickly. So all what I'm going to do is like all you have to do, just simply click on this create your project, and these are the services, like what type of app you want to create. Let me explain you this. If you want to create a voice and video call thing, you can select for this. If you want to create a video conference thing, this one. For live streaming, for live audio room, for in-app chat, customized app, telehealth, one-on-one tutoring, live shopping, game streaming, watch together, online karaoke. Okay, these are the options which they are providing. But for our criteria, we want to use video calling thing. Okay, so for this reason I am selecting this option. Okay, so you also just select this option and simply click on next, and they'll ask you project name. So what I am going to do is like I'll say video calling app for, I'll say YT. Okay, I just gave my project name. Okay, make sure you can give any name, but it's up to you. So there are two ways which we are going after entering your name, project name. There are two ways which you can get started basically. So let me explain you these things. UI kits means they're already pre-built UIs basically, so no need to create a buttons. Like if you click on if you start video call now, you will see able to see buttons right below, buttons like audio buttons, like these things and all. This was already pre-built UI kits are available. You can directly select what option you guys like, what tech stack you guys are using. If you guys are using Android means you can simply select Android and click on start with UI kits. But right now we are dealing with React Native, right? So we need to select this option, React Native, okay? And we need to click on start with UI kits, okay? Right now I'm not going to click on start with UI kits. Let me explain you this SDKs as well, like how exactly SDKs are like. Let's say you don't want their UI, pre-built UI. You want to create your custom UI, then you can use their SDKs thing, okay? Simply select React Native and you need to implement this thing, okay? You need to go with start with custom SDKs, okay? Perfect. So right now I want to use their pre-built UIs only, UI kits. So for this reason I'm clicking on start with UI kits. Make sure you need to click on React Native because we are right now building in React Native only, right? For this reason, click on start with UI kits. It will take some time, not that much, like a couple of minutes I can say. So once it will get created, I'll show you this, okay? So once your project gets successfully created, this is the screen you can able to see it, okay? Build your app in which version, like for web, for iOS, Android, for Flutter and React Native. So right now what we are using React Native, right? So let me select this, okay? React Native you need to click on, and there are future configurations also available, like you can say added advantages, like say if you want to select one-on-one or group call. If you want to implement the functionality of like a group call, then you need to select this one, so that you can able to see the images also how exactly the UI looks. So this is the pre-built UI, basically no need to build anything, which added functionalities as well, like a mic on, turn off, no need to. If you want to build your custom means you need to select customize SDKs. I hope you got an idea, right? Perfect. Now these are the things like call invitation, standard face beautification. These are the added functionalities which they are providing, and basically you need to pay. These are like extra amount if you want to use. But right now we are using free version, right? So for this reason you can simply skip this for right now. So all you have to do is like simply click on save and start to integrate. So if you see here right now, I'm not going to show you. These are the app ID and app sign in you will get. These two things are mandatory. You can store it somewhere in your notepad or something like that, because without these things, this this library won't work. Okay. So right. So after once you save it, just simply click on quick start. So they have clearly mentioned everything, like how to integrate everything. This is like absolutely for beginners, those who haven't have any idea like how to integrate SDKs, these things and all. Okay. So first thing what we have to do, they have clearly mentioned that we need to install this library using yarn or npm. It's up to you. So I'm using right now npm. So simply copy this line, and this is the folder which I have created, like a project which I have created as a video calls name. All you have to do is like simply open terminal and paste it and hit enter. Second thing, this is the second dependency which we have to add. Simply click on select npm also same way and copy this, open terminal, paste it and hit enter. And this is the code that's it. There is nothing much. This is the single code which help us to create a video calling app. That's it. And these are the properties which we need to provide. I'll explain you guys what things we need to provide and how can we do these things and all. So before adding this code, let's add some other packages also. Okay, why means I'll explain you. So initially I don't want to directly navigate user to video calling screen. So what I'm going to do is like for right now, let me create a project structure also, src, and inside src I'm going to create a screens folder, and inside screens I'll be having two screens basically. One was home screen, which is my entry point screen, I can say home.js rnfes. This is my snippet I'm using extension. And next I'll say video call.js rnfes. And apart from these screens, I'm going to create a one more folder as utils, basically my API key, these things and all. I'm going to store it because those are private keys which which I cannot showcase in my code for this reason. And I'll say keys.js. I'll say whatever the keys I have, I'm going to store it here. And there will be one more folder called routes. Basically my whole routing navigation will be in this folder, and I'll say route.js rnfe. That's it. Now what will be my first and foremost thing for navigation means I need to use this package to navigate from one screen to another. Simply search React navigation in browser and click on read docs. Scroll down and copy this line, paste it here. And if you guys are using Expo means you can go with this line, but I'm using React Native CLI, so for this reason I'm going to copy this line, paste it and hit enter. And if you are using Mac OS means then you need to run this command also, but right now I'm using Windows, so for this reason I'm not using this command line. Okay, perfect. Now simply scroll down and click on hello React, this next. Okay, and again we need to copy this line. Those who are using Expo or React Native, this line command line will be same for both. Paste it and hit enter. After this in app.js we need to add this code. Simply first copy this below two import lines, open app.js. Before that, let's clean our app.js code. This is the by default code you will get from React Native. Control plus A, let me select from here, Control plus A, remove this rnfe, and let me change the extensions this also. Instead of app.tsx, right now by default React Native will give you in TypeScript, but I'm going to use JavaScript only, so for this reason I'll say app.js. That's it, nothing I did. After this the two import lines which you copied from here, paste it here. And simply copy this const tagline also for navigation. Give some space and add it here. After this we are going to simply copy this line from opening tag of navigation container to closing tag of navigation container. Open your VS Code and paste it here, and let's call our screens here. Basically I'll say home screen, and make sure you guys need to import this, otherwise it will throw an error. Paste it here, and I'll say my second screen will be video call, right? Video call, let me call it here, and let's add the component also, video call. That's it. And I need to pass two properties. Basically initial route name will be my home screen, and that's it I guess. Right now these are the things which we need. So successfully we did navigation code and all, and now what I'm going to do, this is so usually, let me run this first, let me run this project. So to do that, all you have to do is like npm run android. This is the command you have to use. If you want to use you can run it through npm start also, but I'll prefer this one. Okay, so this may take some time. Okay, I'll show you guys once my emulator is working. Okay, so right now my emulator successfully started, and as I said before, like initially in, so one more thing, I just created route but I haven't done anything, so you can delete these routes also, but I have directly added in app.js. For more precise structure, if you want to add means you can simply call route screen here, and this much of code you can add in routes also. Okay, so right now let me close this first, and as usual, as I said, initially it will call home screen only, and you can able to see my home screen also. Perfect. So now first thing what I'm going to do is like I'll create one basic UI. Basically nothing but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take user's name user's name, and after that I'll create one more button and I'll say it as like on the click of button I'm going to navigate to video call screen. This is my requirement right now, and on the click of that button I'm going to start a video call with whomever he joins with. Okay, this is the functionality I'm going to do it now. So let me go to, before that let me go to app.js. Here I don't want to show this header, so to remove this I'll say screen options and one more bracket. I'll say there is a prop called header shown. I'll make it as false. I don't want to show any header. See, right now you can able to see, right, header was successfully removed. Perfect. So what was my requirement? Let me pass some stylings also. Style, I'll say flex of 1. Right now I'm writing inline styling only. Okay, justify content center, column wise center, and align items row wise also center. So you can able to see the whatever the child it has, it comes exactly at center position. Perfect. Now I'll say welcome, or say I'll say to join. As I said before, right now we are going to focus on functionality only. Okay, right now I'm just creating a basic UI. Video call, please enter name. Please enter your name below. That's it. And let me pass some stylings also. So I'll say font size of 17 and font weight will be and width also I'll say 60%, I guess. Or else I can say to join the video call, please enter your below name. Okay, this will be fine. If you want more also, you can color, I'll say black, and letter spacing will be 1. Some space I'm providing nothing but. Or else I'll do one thing first. I'll say 13. I'm just reducing the size of this. I'm going to create, and please let me correct it proper just to make it top. I'll say -40 so that it is not this. I need to add the top on top of the text, so that just to make sure it can able to see difference. Okay, so okay, I have just added this text, and now let me remove this. Let me correct the text also, proper formatting, join the, or else let me add some proper text like connect with your friends and the world around you, and I'll say on our app. I'll say instead of this all I'll say world around now. This will be pretty much good. Now okay, so let's make it simple. So this will be my first initial just an quote I just kept, and this will be my basically label which I have created, and I'll say 20 somewhere. I'll increase the font size just to make it big. Yeah, this was pretty much fine. Now after this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a text input basically to take the name from the user. I'll say name will be, placeholder will be username, I'll say. And after this, I'll say style equals to padding of 15, I'll say, and margin horizontal will be 20. I'm just providing margin. Right now you cannot able to see this. Let me add some border so that you can able to see. Border radius of 5 and border width of 1 and border color will be gray. And one more thing I want to do, let me remove this align items. Let me remove this properly so that, yeah, right now this was pretty much good. And I'll say I'll provide some margin horizontal of 20 from all sides so that I can able to see it properly good. And let's add some margin from top, 10 from text input. I just added this one, and I'll say left of minus 30, so it will not minus 30. I say left of 30. Okay, perfect. So right now what we did, we just simply created one basic UI. Okay, let me make it 10. Okay, this was pretty much okay. So what initial requirement, initially whatever the user types, I'm going to take that particular name of that user, and I'm going to let me create a button also quickly below. I'll say touchable opacity, and here I'll say text. Join now, and let's pass some styling to this button. Background color will be blue. I'll say sky blue. Let me keep it sky blue. I guess sky blue will be fine. And padding of 20. 20 must too much more. 10 was fine. And margin horizontal of 30 from each side, just to make it, or else I'll say 20. And margin top 20. Border radius of 10, I'll say. 10 was bit more high, I'll say 5. 5 will be pretty much good. And I want my text to be exactly at center, so I'll say justify content center and align items will be center. So nothing but what I did, I just created some basic UI with some tag and label with please enter below name and join now. On this button right now we haven't done any functionality. So what will be my first and foremost thing is like let me take navigation here, and I'll create a one use state also to store the whatever the data user entered, name, and initially this will be empty, and I'll pass the prop to this, and value will be my name and on change text, set name text. What I'm doing, whatever the user enters the text, I'm going to storing it in this use state. Okay, perfect. So let's create a on press also here. Const handle. Just ignore the background noise, okay? Sounds nothing but navigate. Before that, without name, I'm not going to take user to the other screen. So I'll say before that, if not of name, if name is empty means I'll say one alert as alert. Please fill the name and return. Else I'll say if name is there, nothing but if name, he fills the name means, then what I'm going to do, I'll say navigation dot navigate to which screen I want to navigate him, video call screen. And I need to pass this name also, so I'll say name will be my name. I'm going to pass as a props basically, and let me call this handle click on this here. On press will be my handle click. That's it. Now let's check. See, I haven't filled any name, so that's why it's simply showing please fill the name. Now if I pass my name here and click on join now, see I'm able to successfully navigate into video call screens. Now this is the most important thing, right? Let me do one thing. Video call, let's implement now video calling functionality. I'll say route command navigation. So now let's open the browser and go to ZegoCloud. This code which we have done, like this page right now, simply copy this command line, paste it here in video call screen, and after this simply copy this whole thing from opening tag to closing tag of the view, and paste it here. And let me create the styles also quickly. Container, I'll say flex of 1, that's it. And as I said, right, before we got some app ID and app sign, your app sign we need to pass it here. So those are secured ones. So for this reason what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to store my app ID and app sign in this key file, okay? And I'm going to export it, and I can access it here also, okay? Let me do that first. Okay, so I successfully exported these things. I have added my details like app key and app ID and app sign in my keys file. Now I can directly call it here, app ID and app sign in also here, sign, okay? From utils I have stored in it here because those are secured one, we cannot showcase those things. Now you guys have a doubt like what this user ID, username, call ID, where do we get this from? And config we'll come to this part later. Now let me explain you guys. User ID, basically this comes from backend. Let's say when it comes to real time user ID, so backend developer will generate some user ID per every call, each call we can say like that. So this user means for particular user he will give you one user ID, okay? So this is how you can directly pass it. For right now what I'm going to do is like this. For this if you see in home screen we are passing the name, right? Whatever the user entered name we are passing to this video call screen, right? If you see name, I'm going to tell it as like user ID also my username only for right now purpose, okay? Const also. Before that let me get that name, route params name. Now what I'm going to do, I'll say user ID will be my name only and username also will be my name only, the name which user entered. And call ID will be, as I said, right, backend developer generates a unique string for each call. For right now we are not using any backend service, right? So for this reason I'll say this as a string only. That's it, done. Now these are the buttons, like there are few buttons are providing on the UI. If you see, let me show you that also. See, on click of rejecting, or if you want to go to group calls, these things and all, if you want to implement those things, you can go with these things. Right now what I'm going to do, I'll say props. Let me remove this prop because we are directly using navigation and we don't have any home page, right? We only have home. This is the thing, right? Name, make sure the name has to be same which you have passed, otherwise it will throw an error. Okay, right now we are getting error. Now let me before that, we haven't completed yet. We have successfully done till here. Now what was the next step in Android? Basically, open project Android SRC Android manifest. This file we need to open and we need to add this bunch of code. Let's add this. Open Android app SRC main Android manifest. You can able to see right now we have only one permission. Now let me copy this, paste it here. That's it. After that, open this is the second step which we have to do. Open the my project Android app ProGuard rules pro, this file, and we need to add this line below here. Now simply copy this line also, same way we'll do it. If you see ProGuard rules, this is the page, right, they told, and simply add it below here. That's it. Now this is for iOS. If you are using Mac, means simply open info.plist and you need to add these permissions, and that's it. All you need to do is like simply run. Done. We have successfully integrated SDK, ZegoCloud SDK in our React Native project. Now all you have to do is like simply close your terminal, because we have we just simply close your terminal and server and relaunch the app. That's it. Okay, now let me do it and I'll show you once my emulator starts working. Okay, so guys, I have successfully started my emulator and let's check is it working fine or not. So without entering name, if I click on join now, as usual, as of our requirement, we are showing alert. And now if I click on if I pass my name here and if I click on join now, see I can able to see the video started, and all you can able to see the name here, whoever enters the name. Now all you have to do is like right now this is my I'm running it in my emulator. Now if you want to join one more person also, all you have to do is like just generate APK. I have shown in my previous video how to generate APK also. So simply generate the APK and send to them, and all they have to do is like just enter the number and they can simply join it, and you can able to see them and you can able to talk with them also. And these are the options which they are providing. This is the volume thing, mute, unmute, and this is the mic thing also if you want to do, and this is the front camera and back camera right now, and this is the video. You can ignore these things. If you want to turn off the video also, you can do it. So pretty much cool and easy way we just completed things. Just with this much of code we just completed our video calling app. I'll provide the ZegoCloud website and details, everything in my description. You can go and check out that website and you can try it out definitely. So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you like this video, and if you guys have any doubt, just ping me in comment. I'll reply to you. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.